Hey there again, YouTube. This is Ice9 with a Sunday morning Madden mobile video, and we're going to be covering golden tickets and ultimate legends for the weekend. EA made it very, very easy for me to stay on the sideline and not do a pack opening. I didn't think any of the players were worth it. That's the first thing. And the second thing, instead of having a proper Ultimate Legend pack, God forbid, they decided that they were going to go with the dreaded player pack, which is usually a waste of time. You know, gives your roster a massive boost with this pack of 12 gold or better players. That was probably a lot better like in August. I think it even actually sucked in August, believe it or not, because it's usually gold players. I guess there's a fair chance that you'll pull a boss or a GT out of it, but I haven't pulled one all year, so I'm not even going to bother wasting what little coins I have. I'm down to 406. Not going to be getting any players packs, and that bundle is just kind of a waste, even though it has a topper of two ultimate legend items. I'm just no interest whatsoever. So anyways, I started out here in our league tournament because we're facing Tom Brady, and I just thought it was kind of humorous because who do you see at quarterback in the first team? It's Tom Brady. Anyways, quick joke. Let us go on to our golden tickets, and we've got another Adrian Peterson 99 card. So the one going for 600K here. Uh, Not a bad running back just at this point. I don't even know if he makes the top 10. This one's not too much better, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, but the catch and carry are still low. A good card. It looks there's a lot of red to bury, but it's actually a pretty good card. He's faster and stronger, which is important. I'm sure the trucking is really high, but the low catch and the low carry really limits his versatility and limits how good he's going to be versus some of the other running backs. Certainly against better defenses, he'll fumble more with 94 carry, I would definitely say. So just not a really good card. Other card, we've got another cornerback and pretty good looking card here. In comparison to Sherman, man coverage is a little higher. Play recognition's too higher. Tackle is really solid at 88. And with Watt and Super Bowl, Ray Lewis and Cam, he'll be up there in the mid 90s. So this is a good card. Base awareness is probably too high. That stat could have gone somewhere else for sure. Awareness is one of the easiest stats to boost in the game, so not very worthwhile, but still not a bad card at all. And let's go on to our ultimate legends for the week. And we've got a lamppost, an offensive tackle, and Jonathan Ogden. He's 6'9", which is not necessarily a great thing either. It means he's a little bit harder to throw over. Blocking stats are really good, even in the set card. In comparison to Solder, you can see all the blocking stats are green. Higher base strength and awareness, but speed, agility, and acceleration are extremely low on the card, just like his legend card was. And I do remember that card being absolutely atrocious to try to run behind in gameplay. Just in terms of pulling, when a guy is that slow and takes that long to get set up, and a lot of times he'll just miss the block. Quicker linebackers and defensive ends will just run right around him, regardless of how good his blocking stats are. He's just too slow. So this is an overall card, in my opinion. And you compare him to Tyron Smith, it's not even close. Tyron's the better card. Good blocking stats, good impact block, and faster. Trent Williams, the impact block's not really high, but the blocking stats are decent, and he's a little bit faster, but I could see Trent Williams kind of going by the wayside as time goes on. Here's Boss Ogden, and really high impact block, run block, and pass block is just extremely high. But the speed and acceleration are on the lower end of things, and again, not really a relevant card. It seems like those who have pace are kind of holding on to him. Boss pace. Don't see him out there much, for sure. Alright, and let's go on to Deacon Jones, and here's the boss version of the card. And this is a really good card. Now, for defensive ends, there's a little debate on Mudhead about block shed, how important it is. Some people, that's the only stat that they look at. And what I've come to believe that, out of a 4-3, which is what most teams are playing, I think a little bit of balance is in order. Now, Watt is the defensive end, the 99 defensive end that most people have. He's not auctionable. You can't flip him and try to make coins. Although he was the first week, he came out. EA changed that, which screwed some people over, I'm sure, who sold and then couldn't get him back. But Watt is on most people's teams. And what I've noticed about Watt is, although he's very good, and he's good in Hall of Fame gameplay too, he's not the fastest. And he's a power defensive end, and I think it is good out of a 4-3 to have one strong power guy like a Watt, and then one fast guy, one quick guy. Now, the boss version here of Deacon Jones is a good card, a really good card. But 89 base speed is not up with Mac, either Clowney, Jason Taylor, or any of those cards. But 102 power moves, and the boss version here is really good. Perfect tackle. You could probably make a case to play like this guy and GT Clowney at the other side and just forget it with Watt, even though he's got the +5 tackle boost. As better players come out, I could see people going towards that configuration because Watt doesn't increase overall a lot, even though the boost is really good. He's really better for the boost than he is for gameplay or increasing overall, even though that boost definitely is going to increase overall. In terms of gameplay, I think that this guy is probably a better choice. Actually, I'd say the Campus Heroes version's a better choice. And then one thing to see, look at this Boss Taylor card now. This card for 3 months has been in that 3, 4, 5, 7 million coin range, depending on how many of them are out there. And now 1.5 million coins for a boss card. That was the best defensive end in the game for some time. And you can kind of see compared to Watt, more of a finesse guy here. But if you were looking to get a boss player on your team, that's a good opportunity to do so. Now here's Clowney dropping just after I bought him, of course. It's just kind of the way it goes, I guess. But that boss version of Deacon's definitely a good card. Mac is a really, really good card, especially if you've got a lot of awareness boosters. I'm kind of glad that I got Clowney. I think Clowney's going to be the best defensive end in the game for the rest of the year, but you could definitely see all that green over Watt here with Mac. Just a lot more athletic if you could raise that awareness. That is a really good card, and a lot of boss versions here. I'm looking for a set-based version of Deacon. I'm not having a lot of luck, probably because the collectibles are not out there to build them. Most people are going to build that set-based version or just going to wait until Ultimate Legend packs come out. So all you got out there is the boss version of the card. So that is that. And that is our video for the day. I just wanted to cover Ultimate Legends and also the GT players for the weekend. And a shout out to Papa Raider. As usual, he is in my YouTube subscriptions. Thanks for watching, guys.